This is The Warning.
Hey, everybody. Steve Schmidt here, and I just wanted to respond to the madness the American people just witnessed in the Oval Office between the fascist, Donald Trump, his sycophants, and his retainers. We saw the incompetent White House chief of staff, Donald Trump's top of the totem pole little Eichmann, Stephen Miller. We saw the unctuous Howard Lutnick and the incompetent Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance. And of course, the Canadian Prime Minister, an intelligent man, a tough man, watching all of the insanity unfold all around him. Now, the first thing that should be said is about the Houthis. The idea that the Houthis have surrendered to Donald Trump and that the American military campaign has succeeded will not last for 48 hours, if even a day. It is all madness. Another thing that's madness are Donald Trump's representations about the trillions of dollars of factories that are coming. Every one of those factories is exact rail that Trump actually, maybe for the first time ever, accurately described. There is no California high-speed rail. It doesn't exist, despite the billions, just like there will never be any of these Trump factories. He stammered, he rambled. We heard the musings of an imbecile next to one of the world's most accomplished bankers who saved the Bank of England after Brexit and who saved, in part, the global financial system during the 2008-2009 financial crisis. Can you imagine having to sit there with a straight face? It is incredible. It is unspeakable. But what we saw was the Canadian Prime Minister resolutely say, Canada will never be the 51st state. It is a sovereign nation, and the Canadian people like it that way. But, of course, like always, when judged against any normal standard, it was deranged, it was disrespectful, and it was completely incoherent. Donald Trump does not understand the world he lives in. He does not run it, and the American people do not support him. The Donald Trump never had a mandate. He won with 49.9% of the vote. He ran promising to fix the economy, and he has wrecked it. And so, as he talks all of this nonsense today, a tsunami is racing towards American shores. And that tsunami will hit soon, and it will bring devastation economically for ordinary Americans, including mostly Trump's voters. Store shelves will be empty. The American people will suffer. And what was seen today in the Oval Office is incompetence, deep corruption, epic idiocy. All of it orchestrated by an American president who is a vandal, our great national arsonist, who's tearing it all down, surrounded by sycophants who tell him he's a genius. What we saw today was an untreated psychiatric patient, a megalomaniac whose malignant narcissism has taken its last full step into the realm of the completely insane. So many people will be hurt. So much chaos lies ahead. All of it orchestrated by the mad conductor, the man who thinks he is the king, the greatest fool who has ever risen to power in America, our malignant demagogue, Donald Trump. What a pity. What a debasement and desecration. The tackiness of the Oval Office, the gold. It's disgusting. Donald Trump is failing. The American people are rejecting this. And while they suffer, his sons, Uday and Kusei, Eric and Junior are globe-trotting around the world, swilling $500 bottles of champagne in Dubai, doing crypto deals. This is the most corrupt moment in all the history of America. This is the most dangerous moment since the Civil War. Donald Trump is an American fascist, surrounded by idiots, and he's just getting started. In the end, we will prevail, he will be defeated, and MAGA will wind up on the ash heap of history. But when we look back on this era, our ancestors, like our descendants, will all scorn us because this was all unnecessary. And what brought us to this low point should never have been in the first place. But here we are. And how we got here is much less important than how we get out. And how we get out is by recognizing this as a transcendent moral moment, grounded in deep truths about liberty and freedom and right and wrong, because that is the key to unlocking the door to the pathway of better and better, a vision for the future to build the city on a hill. That is how Trump and MAGA ultimately will be defeated. Good day to you all.
I'm Steve Schmidt. This is The Warning. I invite you to join this community where I promise to be honest, blunt, and direct about what is happening in this country. America is in crisis. Follow and subscribe to this channel and on Substack. Thank you.